We're going to be walking you through a real project here in Toronto where our client Ken is taking on the hottest missing middle priority projects that Toronto has recently introduced: multiplexing and backyard housing. Ken is almost done his multiplex conversion in his main house, and now he has submitted his drawings for permits for the Laneway suite as well, and so he's about to tackle that next. So let's head over there and have Ken walk us through it all.
I bought this property beginning of 2023. It was originally a single family home. And the reason why I bought this property at that time was, my thought is, when the interest rate is high, typically you can find better properties in the area for a lot lower price point. Just because affordability has gone down, it drives the price down as well. This property also had needed a lot of work at that time. And because of that, I was able to buy it for below market value. With the new bylaws that were passed in Toronto, allowing single family properties to be converted into multifamily, I switched to 3 units in the main house, and the additional unit we're going to be using is to convert the backyard into a laneway house. Okay, so let me walk you through what I did and what was converted in this property. Again, this is the main floor of this house. It was converted into a 1-bedroom. There was never a bathroom in the main floor. We've added a washroom in this area. And the reason why we added in this area was, after reviewing the whole entire layout of the property, this was the best area to utilize the space underneath the stairway. So we've decided to put the washroom in this spot because it ties into the whole house with the other 3 units, with the placement of the upstairs washroom and the kitchen and the basement washroom and the sink. It all ties into one stack, which actually minimizes some of the cost in running plumbing throughout the whole house. This is the basement unit here. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath with a full kitchen and an eating and living area. This has been fully converted with a brand new washroom, full brand new kitchen. The basement height is about 6'5". We didn't have to do any underpinning because that was one of the key items when I was looking for the property, to make sure the basement had enough height. All right, so let's head upstairs and visit last unit. So this is the upper floor unit. It's a 2-bed, 1-bath. This is a very similar concept to the other rooms. We kept the appliance in a corner area to save space. So all our units have sub panels built in, and these sub panels will give the unit access to the panels if the breaker were to trip. In this property, it was originally a single family property. We've converted it into 3 units. The units consist of 2 bedrooms on the second floor, 1 on the main floor, and 2 in the basement. The total project cost is about $130,000. The design process and the permit process took about 3 months. The build took about 3 months. The end goal is to build a laneway house. What we did was, we wanted to make sure all the units was completed with it being tenanted, so that it starts to collect cash flow. We wanted to make sure all the mechanical lines were prepped and ready, and to not disturb the tenants when we start the construction on the laneway house. So what we did was, we planned for all the main sewer line. So as you can see, we've actually dug this area up and installed a 4-inch drain pipe on the floor, ready to tap into the laneway house. We also have 3/4-inch water line that's ready to go to connect to the laneway house as well. So this is the backyard of the property. There's an old garage here, which we will be tearing down to build the laneway house. With this property's width is 16.5, so our size of the laneway will be around 28 by 16.5, which gives you around 850 to 900 square feet. We are in the process of completing the drawings for the laneway house. The overall turnaround time on that is probably going to take about a year for us to complete. The drawings permit will take about 3 months, and the build will probably take about 9 months to complete.
Ken bought this house at the end of last year, 2022, during the market lows. There was low confidence in real estate in general then already, and the holidays were just around the corner as well. And so buying demand was even lower, which both helped him as a buyer. On top of this, big projects are just not receiving as much attention these days. We do see this on a daily basis when we look at deals, and now data from the GDP side also validates this. What this means is that we end up getting much better deals if we're willing to take on the work, and that's why Ken bought this property for an amazing price of $850,000. After that, Ken spent $130,000 on renovations to convert this into 3 units. So this is definitely on the low side of the spectrum, and there were a couple of reasons why. The first reason is because Ken is pretty handy, and he did do some of the cosmetic upgrades himself, which I would personally value at around $25,000. And secondly, he did keep some existing things in the house, like a bathroom, and he kept most bedrooms unchanged. The project took 9 months to complete, and that's another $45,000 in carrying costs. So if we add all of this up, the total cost is around $200,000 for the conversion. On the rental side, Ken also got lucky here with the timing difference between the purchase and leasing time. Over the 9-month period that he did take on renovations, rents skyrocketed to his advantage, which now gives him close to $2,000 of positive cash flow per month, and that's equal to approximately a 6.8% cap rate on purchase and construction costs. Now, if we were to run it based on today's purchase price, which is around 10% higher, plus construction costs, this is actually closer to a 6.3 cap rate today if you were to buy it. So still pretty good, but a bit lower than what he got in at. Now, the reason why Ken bought this house is to maximize rental income, and that's why his intent is to build a backyard house as well. Now, this is definitely a much bigger investment, but the numbers do work very well for someone who's looking for the best cash flows. You're looking at around $3,200 of rental income on that house in the backyard with a $400,000 build cost. So that's approximately a 9.5% cap rate on its own. And then once you combine that with the main house rent yields, it ends up being a true cash cow, generating over $5,000 of cash flows, or an average of 7.5% based on purchase plus construction costs. Honestly, what Ken is doing would have been probably very popular when borrowed money was practically free a few years ago. But now carrying costs are much higher, and it's just a lot harder in general to borrow money for projects as well. And so demand has definitely dropped, and it does work in Ken's favor because he is willing to take it on. Ken got a deep discount on the purchase price and a big bump in rents. So from a cash flow standpoint, cash flows actually look even better than a few years ago. Now, if you do want to take a closer look at these opportunities and have an expert guide you through the conversion process, our team is here to help. We're a real estate sales brokerage that focuses on investing in freeholds in Toronto, and we're happy to chat more about this with you. Just take the first step to book a Zoom discovery call with us. If you found this video helpful, show us your support by giving this video a thumbs up and hitting that subscribe button to stay updated with our content. Our channel covers a wide range of real estate and investing topics in Toronto, from market trends to housing policies, interest rates, and investing strategies. We want to make your real estate investing journey easier for you, so we offer services like planning, analysis, buying and selling, renovations, leasing, and property management. For more information, visit our website or find us on social media. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.